I started my HO train layout in October of 2011. One of the things that I've liked the most when I looked online is views from the train. I've shot a lot of videos of my train layout, but again, none of them were from the train itself, and that seemed like a really cool thing to do. So I started looking into train camera recorders. There is some that broadcast right to your television, which isn't what I wanted. There are video setups, but it seems that the prices are very high and the quality was very low of all the ones that I had seen. I have a pretty good video camera, so I decided that what I would do is try and build my own train camera. And this is some scenes that were taken from my train camera. And in about a minute or so, I'm going to show you how I put it together. Now, there are two ways that you can build a train camera. One is where you have no clearance problems at all on your layout, and you could just build it right on the car itself. My layout, as you can see, has an awful lot of portals, and there was no clearance when I tried to mount the camera right on a car. So what I had to wind up doing is making my own chassis for a car. The best way to do this, either way, whether you have clearance problems or not, is to find an old car that you're not using, or one that you're willing to let go, and take it apart and turn it into a train camera. Now, this is the car that this is a car like the one that I selected. Train cars come apart, and they either come apart by snapping apart or by unscrewing. Also, the wheels are always removable. The metal plate that you see on the car that I just took apart is essential whichever method you're using. Also, if you're going to make the chassis like I did, you have to cut the wheels off at a piece of the car. You have to cut a piece off that's slightly larger than the wheels themselves. Now, if you're fortunate enough to be able to mount the camera on the train, then you just do so. You drill a hole in the metal plate and you mount it. If you have to, be creative, like I had to do, because of lack of clearance, this is the way I did it. I took a piece of hard plastic and I cut it to the dimensions I needed. I set my propane torch at a very low heat, and then I took the piece of plastic that I had cut and I melted the two ends of it. Once you melt it and you get it pretty soft, you're able to just hold it in place into the position that you want until it hardens. Now, this is very important. This is something that should be done either by adults or under adult supervision, because you could get burned or you could, cause a fire. Now, you have to drill a hole in the metal in order to mount the camera, and I made the hole a little wider left and right so that I could adjust the camera again for clearance. My clearance was not only tight in height but in left and right. I took the tripod mount and I removed the screw from that, and I used that to mount the camera onto the train. Once the camera was in place, then I was able, it could be turned, or if it happens to fall or anything, it's not going to, go flying. I put the camera on the train, and you're able to go either backward or forward with it. And it seemed to work pretty well. So I just took it for a ride to see how it would go. and it worked out well. So if you're just looking for a how-to, it's thank you for watching. And if you're interested in seeing some of the results, here are some of the videos that I took with my new train camera. The nice thing about this is that you get to look into parts of the layout that you really can't see. This is, of course, one of the ones you can see. This is my roundhouse. And I got to bring the train right up to that and then back it out a little and take a trip into my engine house, where it's a 6-rail engine house, and I keep all of my rolling stock in there when I'm doing maintenance or track cleaning. Again, these are all parts of the layout that you could see just in watching it. The nice thing is you get to go inside your tunnels and all and get a look at what's going on in there, and also it would help if you're having track problems. This is inside the large tunnel on the left. This is inside the mountain on the right. You can see the hole there where I'm able to get access to the tracks. There goes my subway. And there's the subway again. Where are the deer crossing? If you decide to make a train cam, experiment with different speeds and also different zooms on your camera. It makes it very interesting. This is the view from in front of the train looking at the caboose. And in a minute we're going to see a view from where the caboose would be. Because it's also a nice idea to take your train camera and put it backwards on the back of the train. This view is where I'm going, and the other view is where I've been. And both are equally nice. This is a closer zoom. A subway car in the night. And here's the rear view. This will be the view from the back platform of the caboose, I guess. And this just about wraps it up. So again, if you have a small video camera, that's important. It's got to be pretty small. This is how I did it. By the way, just for the record, a couple of times the train's gone over. So be careful. If you have a video camera that you're afraid that dropping will damage, don't do this. And here's a high-speed chase to end it off. Thanks for watching. Bye.